that was created for virtual business meetings has become a hugely popular tool for people trying to connect while staying apart. Shane Wells joins us with more on the Zoom app. Hi, Shane.
Good morning, Tom. Yeah, no surprise here. The teens embraced this long ago, long before the pandemic, and they even have a name for themselves. It's Zoomers, but now the rest of us have pretty much jumped in. It has consistently been the most downloaded, or at least one of the top downloads in the Apple Store now for the last few weeks. And it's become a primary social platform for millions of people of all ages. It allows a group of up to 100 people to chat and see each other, but they're not just talking. It's being used now for concerts, church service, school meetings, happy hours, and even workouts. This is Angel Ray's yoga cardio class on the newly created website, whereismyyoga.com. Because like many fitness instructors, she was furloughed. She's found this new way to continue reaching her students outside the studio.
I have my screen big just so that I can make sure I'm still fitting on the screen, but then I have all the little ones on top, and during class I'll come up to my computer and watch people who have their video on, and I'll call them out, telling them they're doing amazing, keep up the good work. Same things I would do in my normal studio classes to.
Now, there were some technology challenges. She's got it mastered now. She says her biggest issue, though, is interruptions from her cat, Pacino, who occasionally saunters through the screen, and in fact did so when we were doing the interview. A few other things that I've learned, too. It's important to know it's a free app. You can have up to 100 people on it. Your meetings can't go beyond 40 minutes on the free app. If you want to do the business professional one, you can get longer meeting times. You can change who you see. She mentioned how she keeps herself big in the screen, and then she has all her students in smaller thumbnails up top. So you can have everybody and see everyone on the screen, or you can see just the host of the screen. That's one thing you can just do by swiping on your phone. You can record the meetings, which is what we did and how we made this story. And finally, Tom, this is really important, and this is hidden from everyone. In meetings settings, at the very bottom, if you scroll down, there is an actual beauty feature. It's called Touch Up My Appearance. And you know, as we're working from home, most of us who aren't appearing on TV probably aren't putting on quite as much shine here. And so you can kind of zhuzh yourself up a little without having to do anything.
Good to know. All right, good stuff. Yeah, we've been using it, and it's like that 40 minutes and then it cuts off, unless you want to pay for it. But that's a good stopping point for most things. Yeah, it's like 40 minutes, okay, and we're done. All right, good information. Thank you, Shane. And you look great. You don't need to worry about that extra feature. Yeah. Let's go to
they need. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much. Don Stevens, of course, talking about the record number of unemployment benefits. Well, even in the time of quarantine, you can still host get-togethers with, in fact, 100 of your closest friends and family members. I've been doing it a lot. You can see their faces and hear their voices, but it's all done through an app. It's called Zoom. Shane Wells has joined us live with more on the Zoom app and how it works. And I was on a birthday, kind of a virtual birthday party last night on Zoom, and I've been on a number over the weekend, so they've really become so popular and fairly easy to use.
It really is pretty user-friendly, especially for if you get the free version, which gets you kind of less options, but maybe that's better if you don't know what you're getting yourself into. But Zoom has really exploded as people are trying to still connect with their classmates, their friends, their family members. And if you've been doing it for a long time, like the cool kids, you call yourself a Zoomer. I don't think I'm quite there yet. It's consistently, though, been in the top of downloads on the Apple Store, basically since the stay-at-home orders were announced. And it's really a primary social platform now for millions of people of all ages. You can just chat and catch up, but it's being used for concerts, church services, school meetings, happy hours, even workouts. This is Angel Ray's yoga cardio class on the newly created website, whereismyyoga.com, because like many fitness instructors, she was furloughed, but has found a new way to continue reaching her students outside the studio. And as we're all finding out, working from home has some challenges, like constant visits from her cat, Pacino.
He just randomly walks in, or we'll start, crying in the middle of it. But I usually try and yell really loud so then he'll just stay out. But when he does make an appearance, everyone's like, "Oh, kitty!"
we all need those bright spots. He did make an appearance too while we were doing our interview. The feature's nice though because if you're watching on your phone, you can swipe left or change the layout, or you can change it on the top right of your screen. You can record meetings, which is of course how we did this story. The app is free, but your meetings are limited to 40 minutes on that free version. And last hour, I told y'all about the hidden beauty feature. It's in meeting settings, and it says touch up my appearance for those of us who may have just rolled out of bed and then joined in a meeting. But another important thing, Alex, is that when you get into a meeting, there's an option to go into the meeting without audio or your camera, which is a good idea. So do that, because then you can get yourself all set up before you turn your audio and your camera on, instead of the rest of us trying to scramble, touch screens, and figure out exactly where we are lined up in the screen. So that's one little helpful hint along the way. I'm sure you've done that. I have.
Good to know. I just learned about the swiping feature last night, and I'm hosting a party tomorrow, and that part wasn't quite as easy as I expected. I'm not quite sure what's happening there, but we're getting to know Zoom very well. A lot of people are, as we're trying to, stay connected during this coronavirus pandemic. All right. Thank you, Shane. It's 7:39 now. Keith has your weather coming up on the 9s.
Staying connected while staying at home. Shane Walls is joining us live to look at the increasing popularity of Zoom. You may have used it, and how you can use it to talk with friends and family during the pandemic. Business meetings has become hugely popular for people who are trying to connect while staying apart. Shane Wells joins us now with more on the Zoom app. We've used it in the Butler household and how it works. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning. It's everywhere, and people are getting really creative with how they use it. So we've seen concerts and parties. There's been nursery school story time, church service, even maybe your workout. You might have done that by now. The app hosts these virtual meetups for up to 100 people, and it's pretty regularly the most downloaded app in the Apple Store right now, at least for the last few weeks. Now, one person who's embraced it locally is a local yoga instructor, Angel Ray. So she offers classes on the newly created website, whereismyyoga.com, and then they use Zoom. Like many fitness instructors, Ray was furloughed, but she's found this new way to continue reaching her students outside the studio. She even hosts a virtual happy hour after her Friday classes.
There are so many yoga instructors in the metro area that have turned to this right now in this time. I would say I've had anywhere from 25 to 55 plus in my class. I just attended my friend's class, and she maxed out at 100 people. So wow, there's a lot of people in the community that are needing their yoga, wanting to get their yoga in.
And it's not just for the grown-ups. These Edina kindergartners and their siblings were missing each other, so they used the app yesterday to say hi, make some silly faces at each other. They each talked about their favorite activity during day one of distance learning as well. And as you have seen now, there's a lot of different ways that you can use Zoom, but a few important notes: free app, that's good to know, 40-minute max. You can change your view, so when you first get into the meeting, you might just see one person, or you'll see everybody. But you can either swipe on your phone, or up at the top right of your computer screen, you can change and toggle the view a little bit. And here's a big one. I was excited to find this one. There is a hidden beauty filter. So if you go into meeting settings, at the very, very bottom, it says touch up your appearance, and you can turn it on, and then it even gives you a preview of what you look like once you've been touched up. Tom, do you have these on the news cameras yet?
I hit that button. I hit that button and said, "Sorry, buddy, there's no help for you." Oh. Ouch. That's how it goes.
That's a tough one to find out.
That's a tough. All right. Good information. A lot of us are Zooming today, certainly. Yeah. The 40 minutes for free, and that's that. All right. Thank you, Shane. With unemployment claims.
Also staying connected. Shane Wells shows us how that app Zoom is helping us keep in touch from home. It's been very popular. We're coming right back. You're watching the Fox 9 Morning Buzz.
Welcome back to the Fox 9 Morning Buzz.
9:27, welcome back to the Buzz. The Zoom app is becoming the must-have tool for people to stay connected with coworkers, family, and friends during this pandemic. Shane Wells joined us live from her home with more on how people are using Zoom. And I mentioned earlier that I was at a virtual birthday party for my friend Noni, who might be watching right now. And it was just great to do that from my living room and see friends' faces and to celebrate somebody's birthday who, we can't get together. So this is a good opportunity to use it.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same, but it's refreshing being able to see and talk to your friends in real time. I get that, and teenagers, probably Caitlin, they embraced this long ago. They even had a term for it. It's Zoomers. Not sure if I'm ready to call myself a Zoomer or maybe you either yet, but basically everyone has jumped into this now with the pandemic and with social distancing. It's one of the top downloaded apps on Apple pretty frequently here over the last few weeks as those stay-at-home orders came out. Now, people are getting pretty creative too with how they use it. It was started mostly for business, but now local yoga instructors like Angel Ray are embracing it. She started offering classes on the newly created website whereismyyoga.com, and then you can get on Zoom to take her classes and attend her appointments, if you will. She did this after she got furloughed from the gym that she worked out, but she also worked at, but she also used it to plan a fun virtual night out for her boyfriend.
My boyfriend was missing the bar scene, so I made up our own little bar in our basement and then had his friends call in and we did a little happy hour with them, and he felt like, oh, I'm at the bar with my friends again. So cheesy, but it's fun.
We're all doing what we can to get by. The grown-ups aren't the only ones having parties on the app, by the way. Check out these Edina kindergartners. They Zoomed last night, recapping their first day of e-learning and, of course, making lots of silly faces at each other. Some teachers are even using the app to read stories to their entire class and lead some lessons as well. A few things to note: if you didn't catch it, the app is free. The meetings are capped at 40 minutes, then you get shut down and you can have no more than 100 people, though I've never seen a meeting even close to that at this point. And there are some really fun features. One is you can change the background. You can put yourself at the beach or at some other city. And of course, I've mentioned it a few times this morning, but the beauty app, so it touches up your appearance, that's kind of hidden deep in the settings. And that one's nice as well, especially if you roll out of bed and jump up to that meeting. Because as we work at home, Alex, I know you know this, you're not always TV ready.
That's right, and done. No, it's a good idea. And then closed captioning too. A lot of great features with Zoom. All right. Thanks, Shane. Shane always looks good.
Yeah.
All right, while we all adjust to